to MKJ TV. Nice to see ya. So right now, I want to interview two new ladies. One new lady, because she just ran away. You guys missed that. She's over there. She ran away. Anyway, I'm interviewing a new visitor. Please introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Josephine.
Hi, Josephine. Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Australia.
Down under, baby.
Down under, baby. I love it. Down under, baby. Am I doing it right? Down under, baby. So, what are you doing in Korea?
I'm an English teacher at an elementary school.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I really do like it.
Okay, this is going to be really weird, but my fans are used to it. Can you please stand up for me?
Stand up?
Yes.
You want me to stand up?
Yes, because I'm clearly short. Yeah, so she's not short at all. Not at all. So, I heard that you have an awesome story about how your parents met, and I would love for you to share that, because for all of us hopeless romantics out there.
So, yeah, my parents, I guess I'll start with their names. My dad's name is Talilotu Nalawafe, and my mum's name is Elizabeth Latu, but yeah, now she's Elizabeth Nalawafe. So yeah, they met in New Zealand, and actually my father is Tongan. For those of you who don't know where Tonga is, it's in the South Pacific Ocean, really close to Samoa, Fiji, so Polynesia. And my mother is half Tongan, so she has German heritage and Tongan heritage. And so they both grew up in Tonga, but they never really interacted with each other. So anyway, my father was the captain of the Tongan rugby team, and so they were on tour in New Zealand.
Nice.
And my mum was on vacation in New Zealand, and so she met him after a game. And I guess from there they just kept in contact, like writing letters, phone calls. And my mum was actually doing her nursing training in Sydney. And so while my dad was touring, they just kept in contact that way. And so I think after 3 years of writing letters and phone calls, and obviously praying, my parents are really religious. So that was another important factor of their love story, that God was part of their union.
That's amazing.
And so, yeah, then they got married in Tonga, and then they moved to Australia. And so, yeah, that was
How you became an Aussie.
That's how I became an Aussie. So I have 2 brothers and a sister.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, actually my father's passed on now, and so is my sister. But
Well, he's left behind a beautiful and great legacy. So tell me, have you ever gone to visit Tonga?
yes, I did actually. For the first time this year in January, I went with my
Wow.
mum, and yeah, it was an amazing experience.
Was everyone tall like you?
Actually, no, they were quite short. I felt like a giant. Actually, yeah. But yeah, it was really good to get into contact with my roots and heritage and see where my parents grew up and the schools that they went to. And yeah, it was a really good experience, and I got to practice a little Tongan. So
Okay, so now I have to be honest with you. When I first saw you, I thought you were South African, because everyone we were around except for me and Osborne, who I just met him, were all South African, so I assumed you were as well. And many people in South Africa are mixed. Not all of them, but many of them are mixed. And so I assumed that you were mixed. If it's not offensive, do you consider yourself mixed? Because you seem as if you would be mixed. Visually, I'm saying.
I guess growing up in Australia, I identified myself as an Australian first because I grew up in Australia, and that's all I pretty much knew. But obviously my skin color is different from a lot of my friends who are predominantly white. And yeah, so I identified myself as just being a black Australian.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And for those viewers who may or may not have traveled or know a lot about Australia, are there a lot of black Australians?
Well, actually, the indigenous people of Australia are black. So the native people of Australia are black. But Australia is quite a multicultural country, so a lot of my friends, even though they weren't white, they like had heritage from Europe and England. I have a few Spanish friends, and there's a lot of Polynesians in Australia because New Zealand and the islands are really close.
So here in Korea, racism is quite blatant and quite in your face. Is it the same in Australia? Because we have racism in America as well. The difference is in Korea. Come, no, come. The difference is here in Korea, it's for everybody, unless you're Korean or white. So, is it the same in Australia? Do you want me to interview you?
I guess I would say
Stephen, why? It's okay, we'll get him later.
I guess I would say that racism, it's quite sad, but I think it is everywhere. Like, growing up in Australia, when I was like 6 years old, my dad used to work for a mining company in Northern Territory, and so we actually experienced growing up near an Indigenous community. So I was like opened to Aboriginal Australia at quite a young age, and then my parents moved us from Northern Territory to Brisbane, and so when we moved to Brisbane, we lived in a predominantly white neighbourhood. So like growing up, like even the church that my parents and I went to, they were mostly white people. Like there was an occasional black family, but it was predominantly white people. So I guess we were considered different. But like as I grew older, I would say the white schools kind of embraced us more. So when they got to know who we were,
Right. Got past the stereotypes.
yeah, right.
What is the one thing that you really missed from back home?
One thing I miss back home, food-wise, I would have to say I miss meat pies and sausage rolls. Also, because I'm a Queensland girl, Brisbane is quite famous for Forage Gold, which is a beer. And yeah, I guess I miss that a lot too. And of course my family and friends.
Aw, of course we all miss that. So, have you dated while here in Korea? And I'm gonna try and end this interview in 2 minutes because my phone is flashing at me. So, have you dated a Korean while in Korea?
A Korean? No, I have not dated a Korean man whilst in Korea. But I have dated other foreigners, like Americans. Pretty much all Americans.
White Americans, black Americans. Spoken like a true American. That is so funny.
I'm such a traitor. Sorry, Ozzy.
So what, 2 questions. What is your plan of action? And for the people who are looking to move here to Korea for work, for teaching or other jobs, what would you say?
Okay, my plan of action, I guess my contract ends at the end of the year. And to be honest, I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm just trying to get through everyday life in Korea. Like, it's quite stressful with open classes and stuff that I have to do within the next couple of weeks. So I haven't thought that far ahead, but I do plan to go home.
Okay.
Advice for people who want to come to Korea or any country, I guess, is to just have an open mind. Like being aware of what you're getting into before you come here. Like it is a culture shock, but I think all in all I've actually had quite a positive experience in Korea. Like it's changed me as a person, how I view people, and I guess it's made me grow as a woman. Like I've become more independent instead of always trying to rely on my family. I've wanted to, gain a sense of independence. So yeah, it's also tested my faith in God a lot. So I think I've grown spiritually as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Well, thank you so much. I know this was impromptu, and we're eating.
It's my pleasure.
We're eating at like the 3rd place now. Some right. So thank you so much for doing the impromptu, and I'll be sure to tag you in this video on Facebook. Thank you.